In Haryana, the Deputy Chief Minister has admitted that there are clear-cut lapses that were there in Nuh specifically. But what about these 50 panchayats that have now openly called out for an economical boycott of Muslim traders? Don't buy from them, don't sell them anything. How does that pan out?
See, that is a worrying trend, because you see when it comes to trading and other issues, communal tensions need not have in fact raised to that pitch. But the social boycott call is actually worrisome, because it only sharpens the polarization that we are seeing on the ground. And as you pointed out, Deputy CM Chautala admits to lapses and no questions the government and organizers of it. The local administration in Haryana's Nuh district and the organizers of a Hindu religious procession were unable to correctly assess the situation. State Deputy Chief Minister Dushyant Chautala said on Tuesday, saying that the administration lapses in the turn-up to the violent clashes in the district that killed 6 people and brought violence to the capital's doorstep were under investigation. Chautala, who on August 2nd blamed the organizers of the Bridge Mandal Yatra for not providing a correct estimate of number of people attending the event, also said that the government will take action against anyone found guilty of dismissed charges of communal bias. There was a lack of assessment not only by the administration but also part of the organizers, who could not properly assess the entire episode properly.
Wait a minute, what was that communal bias line? The communal bias line?
It's written over here that correct estimate of number of people attending the event, also said that the government will take action against anyone found guilty and dismiss charges of communal bias. He said that there is no, there is no effort spared, like trying to sparing one community and trying to favor the other. Well, he said that those,
looking at that bulldozer action take place, with their houses in rubble, this is the story of 3 elderly citizens who are sharing their ordeal of why they cannot leave Nuh, even as their houses are now nothing but just rubble. Flanked by the Aravalis on one side and a barren field on the other, rubble is piled up on the spot where 5 houses stood not long back at the foothills of the mountain ranges in Nalhar in Nuh. Khatuni, who's 60 years old, and her husband, Ali Muhammad, 68 years old, go around salvaging articles from under the mountain of bricks and concrete as 3 charpoys line the yard, with only a plastic sheet supported by 2 sticks protecting their valuable goods. Their houses were among those demolished for alleged illegal construction a couple of days back, following the violence in Nuh last Monday. Khatuni says she cooks her meals with whatever meager ingredients she could retrieve from her home that was among 2 houses built on a plot. While Khatuni and Ali lived with their family in one house, Ali's brother Deen Muhammad used to live with his family in the other. Now, only 3 people have stayed back. My 2 sons drive trucks and they are away. Their wives also left with their relatives, houses after the demolition. Now it is just me, Ali and his brother. This is a quote of Khatuni. She said they chose to stay at the site despite demolition because no one was ready to take them in. That's exactly what I'm asking about, talking about, the legal remedies of people who weren't necessarily involved in this illegal construction or the violence that took place over that.
Who's
BHP,
suffering? Who is suffering?
It's the poor.
This is poor who are suffering at the end of the day.
It's the poor man that suffers. So shouldn't the Haryana government step out? Shouldn't it go out of its way?
You saw the court's criticism, right? It was saying that was it ethnic cleansing on the part of the government?
Well, it seems like it. It looks like it. So, didn't you see those videos of people asking for your identification cards, whether what community
you read that
you
story out also, that which community you belong to, so they had to show their identification card. Yes. The other thing is that also, Kabir, in Gurugram, 2 people have been booked for that Muslim boycott call. Okay, 2 days after thousands of villagers from across Gurugram gathered to attend a Mahapanchayat in Tigra village of Sector 57, 2 people were booked for speeches delivered at the event on Sunday. Gurugram police has said, officers said that the Mahapanchayat was held without valid permission and the speakers called for economic boycott of Muslims. The Mahapanchayat was organized in the wake of communal tensions.
So then how many arrests do you make? You've got 50 panchayats that are doing the same thing.
They are sending letters, but at the meantime, there's another thing. Congress delegation not given permission to enter Nuh. The Congress on Tuesday alleged that the party delegation comprising of senior leaders who were going to Nuh to meet those affected by the communal violence on July 31st were stopped from entering the district. Now, another thing
These are those visuals that we're looking at, the Congress delegation that was stopped from entering Nuh.
Okay, we have those
something
visuals.
That they flagged off in the parliament as well.
Do we have anything that's come on the parliament on this?
50 panchayats in 3 Haryana districts issue letters barring entry of Muslim traders. Show cause notices to be sent. This is what the SDM has said. Plea in Supreme Court over hate speeches. So the hate crime, hate speeches.
The plea in SC is over hate speech at a rally in Hisar. The Supreme Court on Tuesday received an application seeking urgent intervention over hate speech made in August 2nd event in Haryana, where open call to boycott Muslims have made in aftermath of the recent communal violence in Nuh district. So,
well, things are, it seems are spiraling a little out of control of the government and are caught between the politics.
See, the deputy CM, who is an ally of the current ruling party, he himself was saying that there are lapses, and he's saying that they will try to get things in place. But still, at least there is admitting to the fact that there were lapses.
But the positives here are, of course, that show cause notices are going to be sent to these panchayats. This coming in from the SDM, and a plea in Supreme Court over the hate speech. That's, of course, always there. Just doing a little bit of justice to the person that's commented, in the comment section. The Assam Rifles was doing what they were what they have responsibility, being a middleman. They blocked the Methi miscreants and Methi police to enter tribal area. That's why Methi blaming Assam Rifles with different lies. And of course, the Kuki community and people of the Kuki community in the comment section have different things to say. But just reading out a little bit of comments here. We of course appreciate you getting down in the comment section and helping us out with your particular opinions, because it's important that we come out of this studio and listen to what you have to say as well. And you also, in the meantime, can do the same. It is a two-way street. So our eyes and ears are going to be focused on Haryana for sure. Anything to look forward towards when we're looking at what happened in Nuh and in Haryana?
Well, the only thing is that at least the administration is in fact woken up, and there is some kind of action on the ground. The courts are also looking into it. So let's wait and watch. At least the situation has been brought under control immediately. That is the good silver lining that we see in this.